Alright, today I wanted to take a look at the Kamino Bounty Hunter Galactic Challenge bonuses for Jedi. I already did it, and it was ridiculously simple. It's versus, what is this, supposed to be bounty hunters or scoundrels? Who cares, I'll say bounty hunters. But anyways, this is the team I used. I put in the most OP Jedi team that I could think of, based on the characters that I have. And yeah, full auto. I wasn't even paying attention. They tore it up. We were done in like a minute. But what I wanted to do was, instead of showing this, because there's no strategy here, this was super easy. I used a GL and like top tier Jedi. Like obviously I'm gonna win versus bounty hunters, you know what I mean? But what I wanted to do was just kind of experiment and play around with other teams, just to see like how difficult this was. You know what I mean? Like, how about like a Jedi Knight Revan led squad? Will that still tear it up? How about an even more basic Jedi team, like, I don't know, not Obi-Wan, Qui-Gon lead? I just want to see how basic we could get and still be able to essentially max crate this thing. You know what? Speaking of max crate, I don't even know what the requirements were for this. Like, what the feats, were for this. So, come on. I know I already got it all. But what were they? I didn't even look. It was full squad of Jedi, complete the battle. Okay, that goes hand in hand. Complete without losing a unit, and after taking 8 turns in a row. Alright, well, apparently I did all that. What's my boost? If any enemy buffs are dispelled or expire during a Jedi ally's ability. What? That Jedi gains advantage for 2 turns and 25% critical damage. What does that mean? If any enemy buffs are dispelled or expire during a Jedi ally's ability? Do you mean turn? During my ability? What? Throw the Hun. Yeah, this true defense crap. And then basic training. Morale, okay. Anyways, let's try lesser teams instead of super OP GL teams. So, let's just go straight in with Qui-Gon, like I said. I want to try to do like a more basic team. We're going to do Qui-Gon, we'll do Anakin and Ahsoka, because they have synergy together, especially Ahsoka. She gets a lot of boosts if Anakin's there. Who else? We'll put Yoda, he's decent. And let's see. How about we'll put him in, just to help give this team a chance, because at least if somebody dies with his whatever move it's called, you revive. So let's see how this works out. And then if this is good, we can sub out Revan and try somebody even lesser OP and see how that works. Okay, so for starters, they're taking a lot of time. Oh wow, we already had that activated. Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say, for starters, they're already taking a lot of turns. Last round, I got the turns in. This round, they're getting the turns. And so far, I've put up no damage on Bosk, really. He's healthy as F, so that's not good. But, okay, you're dead now. That's not good. Okay, that's very much not good. That's terrible. Alright, so this team did not work at all. Let's just give up. There's no point. Oh, okay, they beat me to it. Alright, switch this up. Clear. Jedi. Let's start with him instead. We'll do a medium team. Instead of super weak, we'll do a medium team. We'll throw you in there. You're decent. A lot of people probably have you. I'm trying to come up with like squad options that don't require like difficult characters like Jedi Knight Luke, Gas. Those are more later stage. I'm trying to come up with something that could be a little bit of an earlier stage player. So Revan Bastilla, Kenobi, Yoda. Who else? Should I do the other Yoda for like heals and stuff? Should I do... I'm not usually a fan of Jolie, but he would have synergy, so let's try this out. See how this goes. Bink! Hey, this is funny. If you saw my video and I said my top 5 disappointing characters, I was talking about how, what's his name? Django should be more OP than he is, because he went toe-to-toe with Obi-Wan, who's a Jedi Knight, versus Django, who's, just a guy in a suit, basically. And, yeah, this is where that battle was. We got the slave one right there. It was raining on the hangar. Okay, so far not so good. Yep, very terrible. Although, we still have Jolie, so he could bring them back, but... there they are, that's good. Okay, that's terrible. Oh, okay, so that... Wow, okay, so we lost them and lost them. Okay, so this isn't gonna work either. Okay, I guess the only way to do this is by cheating with the super OP team. Jeez, I'm trying to use crap teams and this ain't happening. Alright, let's try this then. Jeez. I'm putting Yoda. I keep thinking I'm putting Yoda in, but like he never even gets a chance to go. Although he is relegate, so that could help. I'll just put both of the Yodas in and see what happens now. Are we gonna win or fucking lose again? It's kind of getting ridiculous. Are you serious? Like this impossible without a GL? It's dumb. These are only loser bounty hunters. Like seriously? Like that's one thing. I know this is a game and you have to have certain oh man, mechanics for a game to work and stuff, but this is some of the stuff that always annoys me. Like, you know, in real life, if this was real life, any squad of Jedi versus bounty hunters would always win. It doesn't matter how worthless they are, because at the end of the day, Jedi have an intensive training from like when they're 3 years old, and and they have you know, abilities that are hard to describe. You know, the Force, what is that? I don't know, it's something I can tap into and tear things up. You know what I mean? Like a bunch of guys just wearing armored costumes with some guns wouldn't beat that. So it's just, ugh, it's annoying. It's like when a CLS team wins versus like a full team of Jedi, and I'm like, are you serious right now? Like, the only one that has any Force ability is Luke. And during those days when he was still like on the rebel side, he wasn't that good yet. He just kind of had some abilities that he could be in tune with, but that's about as far as it went. You know what I mean? He wasn't super OP. So when you have something dumb like that beating a full team of Jedi, it's like, really? Yeah, because those regular people, Han, he's just a guy. Chewie, he's just a creature. You know, who else might be on a team like that? 3PO, a robot. Like, yes, they're gonna be, you know, Sith Empire, let's say. Like, yeah, okay. Full team of trained Sith. Anyway, weird tangent aside. So this team worked, but I feel like it's a little bit too OP, so that's kind of annoying. But let's try to trim this back a little. Keep those three. What are we gonna put instead? How about we try these mother effers again? I don't know who I had last time with them, but I know Jolie was in there. I took Jolie out. Basically, Jolie now has been replaced with Hermit Yoda. So let's see if Hermit Yoda makes a difference. So far, so bad. There we go. We get a little bit of that foresight. Not like it's really probably gonna matter. Overprotection, so that's handy. God. I've had something like caught in my throat or something for the last couple of days. I can't get it out. And that's what's making me cough. Because it's like tickling. But I can't figure out how to get it out, what it even is. Okay, so yeah, this team is an absolute fail. You know, that's another thing too about this game that is annoying. For the most part, Jedi suck. Like, look, we keep losing. All these teams I keep putting in there keep losing versus bounty hunters. Seriously? Just guys. Just some guys with guns are losing versus Jedi. Fucking really? Jedi and Sith are supposed to be the two most top tier, like, beings in the Star Wars universe, and yet they keep losing to people that just throw on some armor. Really? Really? It's so dumb. I mean, geez, when you look at this team, I have Grandmaster Yoda and Hermit Yoda, who basically also is a Grandmaster. He just, you know, he's the same guy who just went into hiding because of Order 66. And then you have Jedi Knight Revan and Bastilla, who they both have synergies with light and dark side because of, you know, what they went through, their character arcs. And then you have Kenobi, who's like, you know, not really our Grandmaster status, but still well respected and well knows what he's doing with the Force. And yet this team as a whole is fucking losing. versus bounty hunters. Like, oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. If this was a real life situation, yep, all these super OP Jedi would be totally losing versus a bunch of guys wearing armor. Yup. They couldn't use the Force to lift them and crush them and all this. Nope. They would lose. Like, it's so dumb. Anyways, this is getting boring now because everything keeps failing. So it looks like the easiest way to do this, at least on full auto, is just full-on OP characters. GLs and or Jedi Knight Luke. Yeah, otherwise, though, if you do have those super easy events, if you don't, I don't know what to tell you. Anyways, yeah, this was a waste of your time if you did watch this, because this was a pretty stupid video. But regardless, if you did, thanks a whole bunch, and until next time, I'll see you.